Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I'm Stephanie West. I'm a licensed counselor here in the state of Michigan and owner and operator of In Progress Counseling. I'm going to use some language today, and I'm certain I've used it in the past on the podcast. I know certainly that the little anecdote I'm going to use today, I know I've used it, but it was probably 150 videos ago, so I think I have permission to use it again. I've given myself permission to use it again. But one of the pieces that I wish I had understood in my 20s, and frankly, earlier in my 30s even, would have been a clutch move because it took me a long time to learn this. And that's the idea of what if it's okay to not be okay? For a while, what if it's okay to just be sad, to have heaviness travel with you, to be overwhelmed with life and to show up in situations and people are like, are you okay? And you're like, actually, no, I'm here and I'm going to do the things, but it's so heavy and it's so hard right now. And it's okay that I'm not okay. I really wish that someone had walked me through that much younger in my life, because I, for whatever reason, thought that it was imperative that the smile was on my face, the words "I'm fine" were locked and loaded, and I could kind of live out a projection of being fine, even if inside I'm chaotic and disorganized and maybe even hemorrhaging just severe pain all internally. And so that's what I want to invite you into today, and even create some language around communicating to other people. I'm not okay, and you don't need to fix it. You don't need to help me. You don't need to change anything, but I'm allowed to show up and be not 100% put together, and we can all be okay in that. And so the vignette that I'm going to use, once again, I know I've used it before, but when it was about 3 years ago at this point, where I had two kind of really big kind of parallel catastrophes happening in my life, just a severe dismantling of all things I knew relationally, professionally, identity-wise, that it was disrupted, and a nuke went off, right? And so there was no way to present being unaffected. It doesn't work. My life's on fire. And so I had someone I was in close proximity to, and she's in front of me and she just starts crying. And mind you, I'm not crying. I'm just being heavy, being sad. But she sits in front of me and she says, "You're so sad." I said, "Yes, my life is on fire. I am so sad." And she said, "I want you to stop being sad." And, she's crying, being sad in front of me. So it's really ironic. But I said to her, and this was the first time I'd put language and kind of stepped into my emotion unapologetically. I said to her, "Look, we have a couple options here. You can sit here with me and we can just engage, and I'm probably going to be pretty sad. Or you can go over there and be unaffected by my sadness, and I'm okay with that. You don't have to stay here with me in it because there's no solutions you can give. But if you're going to be here by me, I'm going to be sad. And if you choose to walk away, I accept that. That's your right. But I cannot change my emotion because you're uncomfortable with it." And it became so okay in that moment to not be okay, because I couldn't hide it. There was nothing to hide behind. I had nothing left to give. I was very depleted, just existing. And I sit clinically with people again and again who are so depleted, and they're in a season of just existing. And guys, we will all go through that. We will all be dismantled. We will all be disrupted at some point in time. And we need to, number one, get okay that we might not be okay. And we also need to, number two, create spaces where it's okay that other people show up in our lives and they're not okay. And we can be fine with that by just giving space and grace and letting them, move more slowly, letting them make mistakes, letting their thinking slow down, letting them get, overwhelmed and emotional. All of those things are fine as long as we allow them to be fine. Those should not be catalysts for distress that we're dysregulated. It's okay to be not okay. And I just wanted to gift you some of that language. I want to reflect back on this holiday season. Some of us really struggled, and that's okay. It doesn't define, any individual. It doesn't become the forever. It's just the for now. And sometimes we're going to be not okay. And how about we all get okay with that, because it's a reality of living life.